maakt niet uit hoeveel kilo, klipt haar. Stang, vies. 2 handen bij de lies. Die spot vind ik sowieso, want ik ben de G. Ik heb geen gevoelens, dus baby doe dit verliefd. Draai dan maar. Draai dan maar. Druk het voor een baas, bitch. Druk het voor een baas, bitch. Draai dan maar. Draai.
Hey y'all, give me a second. I went into the wrong location. Hopefully, can y'all hear me? I'm trying to log in from my phone. My bad. My bad. Welcome everybody. Welcome. I have to cut this part out the replay if I even have a replay. Let me know who's up in here. Who's in the building? I will be with you momentarily. I'm on my computer at the moment. All right, hold on. I know y'all like. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay, girl. All right, can y'all hear me? Let me remove her from the stage, Lord. All right, let me increase her. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Hi, D. Welcome, y'all. It's been a while. It's been like, was I even on here last week? If I was, I don't even remember. Hi, Sebs. Hi, D. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody. Hey, Belinda. Welcome in. Welcome in. So, for those that are watching the replay, hi, my name is Carmen. I am the founder and curator of Black Sewing Network, and today we are doing a super easy tutorial. It's not even a tutorial, but a sew along. I recently went to the Beyonce concert, had a wonderful time, but one of the hits of the concert was my skirt. You can't really see it because it's in black, but I did pull the Pinterest version of it. I will pop it up on the screen for those that are watching the replay. So this is a super easy pattern. I did adjust it a bit. The original pattern has like maybe 5 or 6 panels on it. Mine, on the other hand, has 20. So I drafted my, hey Cynthia, I drafted my own pattern piece. So this is how mine looks. So it's literally this pattern piece that I cut 20 times, as well as the waistband, which I cut once. I did a 4-inch waistband. Let me see. Do I have the piece? Where's my 4-inch waistband? Okay, here's my waistband. So I just cut a really long piece, longer than my actual waist, and the plan is to just fold it over. This is neoprene, so we will be using neoprene today. You can use scuba. Scuba's a little bit more lightweight than neoprene. I like neoprene because it kind of sits up. It sits up and it sits out, and I personally like the way that looks. But a knit is fine, but the lighter weight the knit, the more it's just going to kind of lay and more drape. I wanted it to again kind of sit out. But yeah, super easy pattern. Again, you can make it as big, like you can widen this if you want the panel to be wider. It's really up to you. But I liked how this looks more like a tulip skirt. You can't really, can y'all see it? Y'all can see it. Yeah, I wanted more panels. So I adjusted it and drafted it accordingly. But it's so easy. Again, we're using neoprene today. You can also add pockets. I did add pockets to this. I love a good pocket moment. And I also added a zipper in the back. The zipper again can be optional. Actually, this looks cute with Nikki's top. Oh shit! Let me find out. Yes, you can add a zipper to the back, or you can slip it on depending on how you make it. Hey, Shamir. So yeah, I'm just using white fabric today. Another thing we're doing for those that are just joining is we are doing the drawing for the BSN tote bag giveaway or the swag bag giveaway. I did shut down the listing for it, but we'll have 2 other opportunities to take advantage of the raffle. But in the raffle, you have the BSN. I don't have the bag with me. The tote bag. You get the any BSN shirt that you want off the website. A tumbler, a journal, a patch by Joshi. Shout out to Styles by Joshi. You get an event patch. My mom's She Butter. Yeah, so you get a whole host of things. I think we have about 40 entries. So good luck, sending good vibes out to everybody that entered. But yeah, for those that don't enter, you can't win this particular bag, but we have two other bags that we'll be giving away, and you can enter your chance to win those as well. So the people that entered this raffle, you'll also your name will be thrown back in the hat. Well, I'll take it. Whoever wins, I'll take your name out of the hat. Whatever, however many times you had it in there, I'll take one entry out. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out some music. Hold on. Okay, we have the music going. How's everybody out there doing? Hey Ash Nicole, I need some help. I'm trying to start sewing, but the classes are too much. I'm 30 and I'm trying to start my clothing business. Okay. What do you need my help with? I don't particularly give classes, but there are people in the community that give classes. Anybody in the chat want to offer Ash Nicole some of your services? Anybody in the chat offer sewing class services? Drop your information in the chat. For Ash Nicole. You're in the right place if you're looking for somebody to teach you how to sew. And then lastly, all I want to do is share out this live. So y'all, let me give y'all some updates. Hi, Armina. Hey, y'all. All right. I'm sharing this out. Hold on. If you haven't already liked the live, can you please go ahead and like the live? I see we only have 4 likes. It's 19 of y'all up in here. Can y'all like the live, please? Can y'all please like the live? Okay. All right. Is there anybody in the chat that offers sewing classes? Is there anybody? All right, y'all. So basically, all I'm going to do, the way I drafted this is we're going to just go down in a straight line, straight stitch. Because on this side, on vertically, it doesn't really have a lot of stretch. You can pin it or clip it. I'm not. So there's going to be a whole lot of stitch. Hey, Tamara, there's going to be a lot of straight stitching. Nothing exciting here to see. And I'm going to sew this at a 1/4 inch seam allowance because that's what I did this one at. Is there anybody else out there sewing? Is anybody going to Baltimore Frocktails? Like, what are you guys getting into on the sewing front? Next week, hold on. Is Baltimore Frocktails next week, y'all? Lord, I need to be done that outfit by this weekend. No later than this weekend. I cannot play these games, okay? I probably need to change my needle, but we listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Hey, D. D, I meant to text you back. D, I'm good for the 10th. My baby shower's on the 9th, so I'm good for the 10th. We are selling D's pleated skirt on the 10th. If anybody is interested in joining in, let us know. D is launching her pattern. So do you want in-person classes, Ashley, or are you fine with Zoom classes? I know several people offer Zoom classes. Let me know if you're cool with Zoom classes. All right, y'all. So we got 20 panels to sew together. Yes, come on, anime. Belinda, let me tell you something. I'm so impressed with you. Shout out to Belinda Sews. You have really been doing an awesome job. Thank you so much for being such a huge participant in all the challenges. I just want you to know we see you, girl. You've been killing it. And I am honored that you participate in my challenges. You're always supporting Grace's challenges. Sending good vibes your way. and wishing you much success in all of your endeavors. So, including that cosplay outfit, girl. You got that. I made one cosplay outfit for the Renaissance tour, and yeah. Yeah. You're fine with Zoom play. That's Sunday service, D. Now, D. 3:00. The same time Sunday service is every week, girl. Is that Sunday? That's Sunday, right? Sunday service the same time every week, at least with me. I know sometimes people change it. All right, y'all. So that's how the first one is looking. You see how it's already starting to take form? I do not press this out. I don't press it out because number one, I really don't press out neoprene. But I just kind of leave it like poked in. So it's gonna take form really, really quickly, y'all. Again, this is so easy, and this is literally the only pattern piece. I'm gonna try to get Renee to do this, digitize this for y'all. But you can adjust this pattern piece however you see fit, okay? All right, so I will say around the at the 40-minute mark. Let's see how far we'll get with the skirt. But at the 40-minute mark, I am going to do the drawing. Sorry, the raffle for this particular drawing is done. I mean, it's closed. But I will open it back up for people to enter afterwards. It's okay, D. I understand. I understand, girl. You fine. And the great thing about neoprene is it does not fray. So this is when you really need to employ your big mat rotary cutting surface. If you do not already have a big mat, maybe invest in one. The big mat and your rotary cutter will help you really get some crisp, like the bottom of your skirt or that neoprene. Get a really sharp, get a sharp edge. I mean, a razor, rotary cutter, and then get to work, child. Get to work. Oh, I already love how this is looking. Do y'all see this? And this gives that kind of pleated effect without, like, because I feel like pleated skirts, I love them. I love pleated skirts, but they never really look uniform. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to find somebody for that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. If anybody's willing to offer, here's what I would do, Ashley. Here's my recommendation. Because if you get like one-on-one classes, those are going to be a little bit more pricey. I would definitely start with YouTube. YouTube is an excellent resource for starting. And I will start with easy projects like a pencil skirt. But look up the basics. Do you have a sewing machine? I would look up my sewing machine. I would read the manual of my sewing machine. I would look up on YouTube for like basic information about my sewing machine, familiarize myself with that. And then I would do easy projects like pencil skirts, knit probably. I probably would start with knit, even though people don't recommend it. What part of California? There's a person in Fontana that will give lessons. RVBs. What part of California are you in, Ashley? I will start with also a clutch. You can do like a clutch. This is why Joanne should have never. This is a self-drafted pattern, D. This is self-draft. I self-drafted this, girl. This is the pattern piece. This is all I have. Hi, Yvonne. All right, y'all. We got 30 more minutes until I do this drawing, okay? Is anybody offering any online, beginner-friendly online classes? This is an opportunity, y'all. Y'all might want to like do like an easy to sew, like basic class, like a skirt class or a top class, a clutch class for beginners. Is anybody offering that? Hey, Julian. Is anybody offering that? Thank you. Yeah, I'm making the skirt that I wore to Beyonce D. You pay. Listen, you and me both, Shamir. But yeah, if you're trying to learn, it sounds like Ashley probably needs to just learn the basics. Start with the basics. But if you're trying to launch a line, you probably need more one-on-one help. But I would definitely start with YouTube. That's what I would do. I would start with YouTube. That's where I started. I started with YouTube, and then I went to school. Look how that's coming together, y'all. Look at that. Y'all see? Don't play with Carm. I told y'all this is quick. I should have cut out my pockets, but I'll add the pockets later. All right. And whoever wins, I might have a shirt in stock. But yeah, it depends on what shirt you want. Because I would have to order your shirt. Yeah, you get a shirt. You get all the things. Again, this is a bunch of straight stitch sewing. Perfect for beginners. I'm sewing at a 1/4 seam allowance. But you can sew it at a larger seam allowance and cut out more panel pieces, but I cut out 20. So I'm literally sewing together 20 panel pieces. Oh. And don't be like me. Pin your stuff together. But this is like a very forgiving design in that you can practice your curves with this. We love that. But if you if you don't go like straight or whatever, who's gonna know? Nobody's gonna know. That's gonna be all lost in the sauce, right? Okay. You're not gonna know. Like, it's not perfect, but again, that's how the skirt is starting to look. Y'all see how it's forming? Again, I don't even finish the bottom because honestly, I don't like the way like neoprene looks like when you like hem it at the bottom. The like a normal hem. I just cut a long piece, D. I just cut a long piece, like longer than my waist, and I plan on cutting it off. Hey, Tajdri. How are you, baby sis? I hope you're well. And also, if you want, like, this is a super mini. This is short, y'all. Like my little bot. Like this is like a I would call it a cheerleader skirt. Like when I wore this, a little bit of my booty cheek was hanging out. So, but you can make it longer. I have made it longer. So if you want to make it more modest, that you can do that as well. So don't think you have to use it as short as I did it. Maybe I'll make the pattern piece or get Renee to do it. And I will offer it if you sign up for BSN's mailing list. I'll offer it for y'all for free. Y'all won't have to pay. How y'all feel about that? I'm not listen. I ain't making no major directions either. Y'all listen. Let me know if y'all are interested in me doing. Yeah, mine is really short, but I've made it longer. Let me know if y'all are interested, and I can ask Renee if she can, or pay Renee to digitize it real quick for me. Okay, I'll do it. Not Shamir saying it. I'm like, oh, I'll do it. It should be something. Also, y'all, I need y'all to do me a huge favor. Shamir is trying to get to 3,000 hours on YouTube. She has a couple playlists set up. So before y'all go to work or do like whatever you got to do during the course of the day, do me a favor and just throw her YouTube playlist on just in the background. You don't like turn it up a little bit because I heard you don't get counted for your watch hours if it's on silent. But go to Shamir's YouTube page, go to her playlist section, and just run those up. Run her watch her playlist up. I told her to set up a playlist, and it should have. I think it should have at least like 10 to 20 hours of content. So just imagine if like 50 of us do that. We can get her to her 1,000 hours in no time. Just saying. All right, y'all. I'll talk to Renee tomorrow. Okay, I'll talk to Renee. Now, like with the panels, y'all just gonna have to this is what I do. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. I can't tell y'all how many to cut, but
You've got some vacation time. You and your girlfriend too bad mind.
so I'll get her to do a pocket piece. I'll get her to do, but y'all have to determine what's halfway through. So this is what I typically do when I'm making a skirt. I just keep kind of putting it up against myself, and I'll see how wide it is, and then I keep sewing. So I cut out 20. Hopefully that's enough. But literally, that's how you do it, as you go. So at this point, I probably should add the pockets, but I don't have any. But I'll go back in and add them. Does that make sense? So I can create the panel pieces for y'all, but y'all will have to determine how many you need to cut. Now you listen. You can do the formula all you want, Shamir. Listen, I ain't doing all that. If it was a paid pattern, I would, but I ain't doing all that. Find a formula for me, Shamir. Find the formula. Not y'all trying to put me to work for a free pattern. Hey, Tony. All right, y'all. I will be doing the drawing in a little bit more. But I'm thinking about making this for Baltimore Fractals. I ain't even hold it. I keep going back and forth. Oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. This might be getting done for Baltimore Fractals. I'm just saying. Yeah, make sure y'all watch Shamir's playlist to get her monetized. She is the next one slated to watch to get monetized. So make sure y'all go watch our girls' playlist. Shamir, what's the playlist called again? So Beyonce's concert was amazing. It's called Sewalong Live. Okay. In fact, let me help y'all out. Let me help y'all out. And I'm going to continue to sew, just going straight down the line. God, I'm like, am I there? You will feel like, are you there yet? Are you there yet? But you'll get there. It'll take no time. Again, this is a quick sew. I remember I made this right before going to homecoming one year. That was funny. I was like, I cannot figure out what to wear. And then I made this. And it was such a huge hit. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. She has 23 videos, y'all. Do me a big favor. Lock this in. Lock that in for me. and watch Shamir's live. That playlist, watch that later on before you go to sleep. Throw it on one of your devices. Let's help us out. So save that playlist again and watch it, or just throw it on one of your extra devices. You can do it now if you want. I had it running all afternoon, and I'm about halfway through. That's the cheat code. That's the cheat code. Hey, Auntie Carol. Okay. You know why the stars align? Because let me tell y'all. Y'all lucky Love Island is off on two Wednesdays, because I would have been like, oh no, we need to rework our days. We need to rework our days, okay? Oh, this looks so good. All right, so the schedule's changing around a little bit, y'all. So this week is Nikki's last week for a little while because she's going on grandmama leave. So Tanisha will be covering for Bad Girly Brunch. So Tanisha's segment will be on Saturdays. Shishi will also be kind of moving her schedule around. She's gonna cover for Grace in the summertime. So Grace won't be coming back until the fall. Also, Shamir will be hopping in the mix on Monday night in August. But I will let you guys know about all this stuff. What beginner friendly videos? No. Oh, Ash. No, we're just trying to get Shamir her watch hours up. That playlist is for Shamir. We're trying to help her get monetized. So what we typically do is we'll just throw it on our TVs or throw it on our like iPads or something just to watch and help her get her watch hours up. Does anybody know any good beginner-friendly YouTube pages? If anybody knows any good beginner sewer-friendly YouTube pages, please drop the link for Ashley. And if anybody knows any classes in the California area, or if anybody offers any inexpensive sewing classes online, please drop your information. I feel like somebody should offer it. I just don't have the patience to teach right now. But that's what somebody can honestly do. Offer like an online class, an online beginner-friendly intensive for the beginner girlies. Offer an easy-to-sew bag. Offer an easy-to-sew garment. And just imagine, like, if you offer it for like $125, and then have like 20 people in the class, that's $2,000 right there. That's $2,000 right there. That's a nice little piece of vacation money. That's a nice little piece of vacation number. I'm just saying. I think she wants a live instruction. More live instruction, and not like where you can ask questions. I know there are like a lot of online like resources, but I'm talking more so about live instruction. I think live instruction combined with like some pre-records would be the move. Like do some pre-records about like getting adjusted to your machine and just some basics. so that you can kind of get started right away. But yeah. That's what I feel like that would be a good setup. Anybody that would like just have your pre-recorded content again so you can kind of get that stuff out the way. But also recognize like for $100, Ash, like you're not gonna get like something super like in depth, super intense, because you know that's a lot. There's definitely levels. Ash, do you know how to operate a machine? What level are you at, Ashley? For those that are watching the replay, I'm currently making a easy to sew panel skirt, circle. Well, it's like a circle skirt, but we're also having a discussion in the chat about beginner sewing resources. So, you know, from online tutorials all the way to in-person class instruction. So for those that are watching the replay, that's what we're discussing now. So she knows how to operate a sewing machine. Okay. Okay. You know, I would love to do like something for beginner sewers though. I would love that. I feel like, I guess I never thought about like, because there's so many like seasoned sewers in this community. Number one, I need to recruit more newbies. I need to figure that out for sure. All right, y'all. We got 8 more minutes till I do the drawing. Ooh. I'm talking in it. All right, let's keep going. I'm talking in it. Okay. Hey, Chris. Y'all saw all them prizes Chris got. So for those that don't know, we have Chris from the Pattern Hackathon on social. Chris, are y'all just on Instagram or are y'all across socials? But anyway, if you are not following Pattern Hackathon on Instagram, definitely follow them. But they are doing a really cool challenge. I even extended the BSN challenge so you can participate. They have a lot of cool prizes they're giving away. But yeah, they are giving away, if you make anything from BSNs that we made during June, they are giving away a really cool prize. If you participate, if you hack any of the patterns that BSN made during the month of June. Okay. Chris, what are y'all giving away? Because I was like, oh shoot, I didn't know specifically what y'all plan on. Because I know you have some extras. Can you let them know in the chat what you'll be giving away? Again, make sure you're following Pattern Hackathon on Instagram. I will include a link. And is it planned for y'all to do stuff throughout the year, or is it going to be just something that rolls around every July? And this week is Black Pattern Designers Week, but it doesn't have to be a black pattern designer for you to enter. Oh, okay. It's coming. It's just so cute. I'm talking in it. So cute, y'all. So my version will include a zipper, and I will go back and add pockets, but you can make this an elastic waistband. Again, I recommend you use a stretch fabric. Ah, shit. Listen, Marilyn, that's what I did. Listen, when I told somebody to do that, somebody got in my chat, or it was Terrence a lot more on the live. I recommend, because I practiced like on sheets of paper first, like with a needle, and somebody went and I had like different worksheets where I practiced like straight lines, I practiced circles, I practiced like right angles, and somebody was like, I would never put paper under my machine. I said, okay, that's you. But me, I'm gonna turn up. I had to block that person. They was real upset. I'm like, okay, well, that's how they taught us in school. That's how we learned in school. But you know, to each his own. Old bougie ass. Just saying. There's definitely worksheets as well on Pinterest and like online. Any other tips, y'all, while y'all are here for beginner sewers? Any other tips? Let your girl know. I think we all take for granted the beginning of our journey. All right, y'all, in the chat, do y'all think, I always ask this question, do y'all think beginners should start with knit or woven? I learned, like in school, they taught us with woven first, but I learned with knits first. Like I learned from knits, I feel like are more forgiving, but I feel like knits give you a rude awakening when it's time to start working with wovens. It is a rude awakening when it's time to start working with wovens. All right, so I'm going to add 2 more panels. Again, my first successful projects were on knits, but I will tell you, like, knits are very deceitful. When learning how to sew and you switch to wovens, you be like, what is going on? Knits do not give you a good sense or teach you, in my experience or opinion, it gives you a false sense of security. And you don't really learn fit, like proper fit, if you start off with knits. This is coming from experience, like. But again, if that's what you have, I say start with it. But my first like series of successful projects were done with knits, not woven. My first couple woven projects were complete fails. So I will say, knits, while I feel like it impeded me when I was learning about fit, it was much more rewarding and fulfilling because I felt like I was able to get those couple wins as I was navigating and, working with wovens. Wovens will make you want to quit. I'm going to just say that. Wovens will make you want to quit. So, speaking from my experience. Knits make you confident, but wovens will humble you quickly. That's what I'll say. Hi, Dory B. Welcome in. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm talking in it. Oh, I'm talking in it. Okay. Why do I feel like people always pull up? Oh, it's time to do the giveaway. Hold on, let me see how many I have left. So I cut out 2 additional panels that I don't need. All right, y'all, let me just finish up this circle and then I can get right to the giveaway. Hold on. Oh, no, I don't want to do this. Okay. Y'all, we about to be done. But before we do, now is the time. We're about to do, let me sew this one more panel on, and then I will hop on to do the giveaway. Who's ready for the giveaway? I want to learn before the holidays. I want to make a dress for the holiday. Okay. Well, I will reach out to RVB. You saw RVB. She said she knows an in-person class. I will definitely ask around. I don't have the capacity to plan another intensive right now. Because I would do a beginner-friendly intensive again. I don't have the capacity to plan that and to manage it. But I will put it out there, and I'll ask folks like, hey, if anybody's interested in doing their own intensive and marketing it yourself and all that good stuff, y'all should definitely do it. BSN has done it. It's been really successful in the past. But y'all have to market it on your own. I won't be doing it. But I think it really, the community really likes it. Okay. All right, hold on.
Alex, Babs, take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me?
I feel like I gotta add one more panel. I keep feeling like I gotta add another panel. I feel like I need to add one more panel. Hold on. All right, so I am going to add the last panel into, but without further ado, oh, no problem, Ash. I definitely try to be resourceful, and maybe after the BSN summer series is over, I might feel differently about doing it myself, but I just got to get through the summer. Let's do drawing the names. So first of all, thank you so much for those that participated in the raffle. Your contribution, number one, will get you a bag, a Black Sewing Network bag with a shirt and all the goodies that we gave away for the last event. This is the first of 3 that we're offering. All right, let me turn this music down. So Let me add this to the panel slideshow. So this is at the 44 minute mark. So share screen. Hold on, y'all. All right, Wanda. Thank you, D. All right, let me see. All right, y'all. So here are all the names. First and foremost, thank you so much to everybody that participated. All of these names will, all your contributions have helped definitely continue to fund Black Sewing Network Summer Event Series. Aforementioned, events are not easy to plan, and events can get really, really expensive. So your sort of donation in the form of raffle tickets means so much to me and the Black Sewing Network community, and have definitely helped to enrich the event experience. So again, you will have 2 more times where you can enter into this raffle. Again, this is for the green bag and the merch associated, or the Brooklyn Tammy, for the merch associated with the bag. So I'm going to shuffle up the names one more time. And then without further ado, let's see who wins. I don't know who that is. Oh, not your whole government being in here, RVBs. All right. All right, without further ado, y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Okay, let's go. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Lisa! Congratulations. Lisa, wait a minute. Lisa, girl. Lisa was supposed to be there anyway. Oh, Lisa. Okay, well, I'm gonna just send you your bag, Lisa. There you go, Lisa, girl. You won. Congratulations. I want to take a screenshot. Thank you again so much for participating. Listen, that'll cover shipping, girl. So yes, Lisa won, and again, you'll have a chance again to win the other raffles. So don't forget shop.blacksewingnetwork.com to enter into your chance to win. But yeah, congratulations, Lisa. Okay. Remove that from what happened? Yeah, so there'll be other raffles, y'all. But yeah, Lisa won. Lisa actually didn't make the event, so I guess she just bought a raffle because she wanted the bag. But Lisa, I guess she couldn't make it, but she's actually in the Philly area. So I'll drop your stuff in the mail tomorrow, Lisa. Hold on. Do I have your shirt size? I might have gave it away. Shout. Not the screen froze. All right, y'all. Yes, congratulations, Lisa. Yes, you have 2 more times though. You have 2 more times to enter. So if y'all want to enter, I will open up back up the listing for tomorrow. Again, it'll be available at blacksewingnetwork.com. Yes, congratulations, Lisa. Hope to see you at one of the other events. I'm not sure if Lisa bought. Yeah, Lisa's super sweet, super cool, super supportive. Appreciate all your support, girl. But yeah, I will let her know in the DMs that she has won. And you never know. I may be feeling like generous. I may do another drawing for another bag. We'll see. It's such a good bag. I wore it to like DC and all the things this weekend. What the fuck, yo? Hold on, y'all. This stuff is giving me the blues today. Anyway, so yes, the next event for Black Sewing Network is going to be. Why don't I see it? Lord. It's Dandy in the City. So let's talk about Dandy in the City. So for those that don't know, we're doing a fabric shopping trip and a Met Museum visit to New York on July the 26th. Don't quote me on that, child. So we decided to switch the schedule around a little bit. So the museum's going to be first. We're doing the museum first. And we did that because we know people wanted to like kind of dressed up and take pictures and stuff. So listen, the way this weather is set up, We ain't want people to feel set up. We ain't want people to feel like, oh my God, like feel all sweaty in the clothes they want to wear to the Met. So we're starting with the Met first, and then we're going to go fabric shopping. So that's just FYI. It will be the Met first. And then we're going shopping. Okay. All right. I feel like now I could go a little bit. Now cut out this extra one. All right. So I'm gonna base it on a waistband now. And I'm gonna show you how to do it, like, and just slip it on. I'm not gonna add the zipper today because I don't have a white zipper. So essentially, all I'm going to do is just sew the waistband all the way across. What time are you getting to the bed? In the morning. I need to solidify the time for that. So it's still tentative. Like the time is tentative, but I need to reach out to them because apparently they don't do guided tours for the Dandy exhibit. So a few things I had to figure out. But we will have a pickup location for the people that are meeting us in New York. So if you want us to take you, I need to reach out to the people that are coming into New York. The plan is to do a quick pickup at Penn Station so y'all can hop on the bus. But it's going to be like a very small window. But if you would prefer to meet us at the Met, that's fine too. I will set up a Google number for you guys to be able to call me. All right, y'all. So I am all right, y'all. So I added the waistband. That's what it looks like. So I'm just gonna basically sew up the sides, sew up the last panel, and go all the way up. Again, this is where I would add in a zipper, but I'm not adding one for now. I can slip this on, but I will be adding a zipper in the future. And I will be adding a pocket offline. Darn it, what happened, Lord? So yeah, we're about to be done. So Lisa won this panel, so I need to reach out to her. And yes, I know, Brooklyn Timmy. We are leaving Philly. We're not leaving Philly at 6 a.m. So we are meeting in Philly at 6:30, and then there's a little buffer time in there, but we're not leaving until around 7 a.m. But I don't like to tell people that because I don't want people to think trying to wreck at the last minute. So yeah, but we're not leaving Philly at 6 a.m. All right, y'all. So all right, so I'm just doing a basic stitch because I don't want it to be permanent. So you guys can get a general look and feel. The only thing I need to do in the future is add the zipper and add the pockets. But you can at least get a good looking feel for how the skirt's gonna come together. All right, so I added it in. Y'all gonna be like, oh my god, that's it. Hopefully I can slip this on and I don't embarrass myself. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself up in here. Now I may want to cut a wider waistband. But yeah, I might take one of these panels off. I feel like the skirt is too big, so I may take one of the panels off. Hold on. I didn't add a zipper. I made it a little bit bigger so I didn't have to add a zipper. I just flipped it on. The cool thing about neoprene is it does stretch. It has a lot of stretch to it. So there is no zipper in there. Technically, I could keep it like this. Like I have worn it like this. If you want to do this and add some elastic to the waistband, you totally can. You don't have to add a zipper if you don't want to. So like this is fine. It's taut enough. Like it won't slip up and down. I'm fine with it as is. So I could technically keep it like this, but I do want to add some pockets right here. I do like pockets. Again, I'm not gonna hem the bottom because I'm just gonna use like my big mat and just kind of clean up the bottoms with my rotary cutter, but my rotary cutter is kind of dull. But yeah, just go in with neoprene and you can clean it up with your rotary cutter. But this is so easy, y'all. Y'all see how easy that looks and how cute it is? I did it in literally an hour, and I did that online with you guys. So super easy. It's literally, again, I just cut a straight waistband, a little bit longer than the skirt. I have a lot. Let me show y'all. I still have all this waistband left. I just cut it extra long. You can always cut that off. But again, I might just add like maybe a little like a elastic. I might make this an elastic waistband skirt. But it's super easy. This is the only pattern piece that I have. It's about it's about 13 and a half inches long. Again, my skirt that I wore to Beyonce is a tiny bit shorter. But yeah, super easy, super quick, super fun, super flirty. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at this. I think I'm gonna just add a little piece of waist elastic in it and call it a day. I'm gonna get some thicker elastic from Gaffney tomorrow. But yeah, there you go. Ain't it cute and easy? So I will talk to Renee about digitizing this pattern for y'all. You can adjust it, make it thinner or wider edges. I think once you get the pattern piece, you'll be able to like manipulate it and figure it out for yourself. Shamir says she's gonna look for the calculation on how to figure out what. But I just said cut a long waistband and clip it off when you get to the point where, you know, where your skirt is wide enough. So again, this I ended up using 19 panels. I ended up using 19 panels. But yeah, of course, depending on your waist size or how big you make that will be adjusted. I would just keep testing the fit as I sew it together, but it's so easy, so cute. And again, this might be my pattern for the Baltimore Frog Tales. We shall see. You love it, right? Eva, it's cute, right? Again, if you want it more modest, you can make this longer. You can make this super like longer. You can make it like down here, and you will still have a very similar effect. In fact, it might even look cute and like more vintage if you make it longer. But yeah, top is a top 1 inch. What top? This is 4 inch. I made the waist. You mean the waistband or you mean the top itself? Tell me what you mean, Shishi. If you mean this part, yeah, I started like playing around with the dimensions. So I would say like the thin part goes down about 3 inches. This part is 2 inches. If that's what you're asking about, this is 2 inches across. At the bottom, I made it 8 1/4, but you can make it like a little bit wider if you don't want. Like this one, honestly, is she did I think 6 panels. I'm pretty sure the original has 6 panels in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She might have 7 panels. Either way, like you can make it wider. She made hers a lot wider. I wanted mine to look differently. So again, you can play around with it a little bit to figure out what works for you. I wanted it to have more panels. But yeah, I will get this digitized for y'all. And I'll try to figure out like the dimensions and stuff, but again, how many you need to cut? I could figure out the math, but I don't know the math offhand. I'll try to figure out the calculation for that. Because you can calculate what you need from the top. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So the top is 2 inches at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So if that is, you lose basically a 1/2 inch per panel. So let's say my waist is about 30, but also it's negative ease. That's another thing. Like it stretches, so you have negative ease as well. So let's say 30. Let's say 30. I'm gonna just do it at 30. 30 divided by 1.5. Yeah, so it comes out to 20. So yeah. So that's how you kind of figure it out. If your waist is let's say a 45 divided by 1.5, you need 30 panels according to that. So yes, what you would do is you would divide it by your waist divided by 1.5, and then I would go up 1 or down 1. Down 1 because it's negative ease. Shut up, Shishi. So yes, at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. At a 1/4 inch seam allowance, right? And this is 2 inches. You lose a 1/2 inch, so that's 1.5. Divide your waist by 1.5 and then go down a panel. So let's say your waist is, let's say 44 divided by 1.5. That's 29.333. So I would just cut 29 or 28 panels, and you should be good to go. Does that make sense? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. So good luck. I hope you guys make it. If you make it, please tag me. But I will, again, I'll work on getting this digitized for you all. And again, use a knit negative ease. I will use a Scuba or Neoprene. I wouldn't use a jersey. You can do whatever you want, but that's my recommendation. But stay tuned for the free. All you do is have to sign up for the email, the BSN email list, and you'll get it. All right, y'all. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, what the hell?